I did the dropshipping for 1 entire month as a newbie with no experience, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how much money I've spent, how much money I made, and everything that happened in the meantime. Stay tuned. Okay, look, I've been doing this for 30 days and let me tell you, dropshipping is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I've never had so much money before. Goddamn money getting in the way. Okay, let's cut the BS. Listen, in this episode, I'm going to tell you exactly how much money I have spent or made during the last 30 days of me trying to do dropshipping as a newbie with zero experience. But listen, if you are new to this channel, let me first introduce myself and tell you exactly what's going on in this channel. So my name's Jakub, and in this year, 2022, I decided to use most of my time and most of my money and dedicate the entire energy that I have into building a profitable dropshipping business as a complete newbie. Now, my goal is to go on for the entire year and continue on building store after store until I either succeed or fail at the end of the year. And then I will admit that the dropshipping is dead or that I'm just not made for it. But during this entire journey, I'm recording everything I've done, all the steps I'm taking, how much money I'm spending, where I'm spending my money, and basically I'm giving you the raw content so that at the end of the year, you can judge for yourself whether dropshipping is still worth getting into and if it's even possible to make money with dropshipping. So let's jump onto my computer and I'll show you everything that happened in the last month. Okay, welcome back. So this is how this video is going to go down. First of all, I start with the most important thing, which is the numbers. I'll tell you exactly how much money I spent on what and what is the total figure. Then I'll tell you how many sales I made, how much money I made, and then I'm going to reveal the entire profit for the last 30 days. However, after all of that, I'm going to move on and tell you exactly the biggest mistakes that I have done in the last 30 days. Because let me tell you, there have been a lot of mistakes that I did, which basically wasted my money and my time. And if I avoided them, I would probably be much further away than where I am right now. So let's get started with expenses. First expense was the biggest one, and that was basically marketing, the most important one I've had. So I've spent $1,805.40 on Facebook ads. This averages at $60 a day. However, I have not been spending $60 every single day on ads because I haven't been running ads every single day. Obviously, when I was running ads, and I realized that the product is not successful, I stopped those ads, went on to research a new one, created the store. So for a couple of days, the ads were not running, and then I would restart them again. And at the same time, I have been banned from running Facebook ads 2 times in the last 30 days, like 2 times. God damn it. But I was able to get my one account back, and the other one I didn't get back. I had to create a new one. It was all mess. You can watch it in previous videos. But basically, this is why I wasn't running ads continuously every single day. When I was running ads, however, I would spend on average $100 to even $200 a day on ads when I was running ads. However, when I first started this entire project, if you watch my first video, you know that I was spending only $30 a day on ads because that's all I could afford. But then I was able to secure an investment from someone I know who was willing to pay me $2,000 per month for the next 12 months for me to build this business and try to basically make it profitable in exchange for a potential 50% of profits for the next 2 years. Oh my God! Wow! You could do that too. So if you're planning to start your dropshipping business, or maybe you're running one, but you're feeling like you could get a lot more momentum if you had more money, in the previous video, I told you exactly how I secured that investment. And let me tell you, anyone can do that. If you have family, if you have friends, if you have people you know, if you have some type of connections, I guarantee you, you can get more money or bigger budget for you to develop and build this business without using your own money. Now, I've explained how I did that and what it is all about in the previous video, so go and watch that. But watch it after this video because this is going to be super important as well. So let's move on. The next expense I had was basically TikTok ads. Now, when Facebook banned me, I didn't just want to sit around and not do anything, so I went ahead and moved to TikTok. But I also chosen TikTok. I went to TikTok for a reason, because I know that TikTok is becoming basically the giant when it comes to social media industry. It's outgrowing every other social media platform I know. And in fact, a couple days ago, I've read somewhere in the news that Facebook recently had the biggest decline of active users on their platform since their existence, since Facebook is existing, which basically means that people are slowly turning away from Facebook. So it is super crucial and important that we move with the trend, we move with the times, if you like, in technology, and we move to the right places. And TikTok is the place to be right now. Now, quick summary, I didn't make any sales on TikTok, but the ads were pretty cheap because I did get a lot of traffic to my page pretty cheaply. Now, I don't know whether the product was not winning product or if the traffic was poor quality traffic. In all honesty, I think the product wasn't that good and that's why I didn't make any sales, but I would definitely explore TikTok ads in the future. I will definitely do that because I know it's the next big thing and we need to stay ahead of the game. So, next thing I did or spent money on was video ads. First 3 products that I was testing, I purchased video ads from a freelancer I found on Fiverr. And then for the 4th product, I've watched some videos about dropshipping on YouTube, and I heard someone mentioning Waving Pandas. They provide services of video ads editing for dropshippers. And apparently they were meant to be really good. And in all honesty, they actually were. I paid $84 for 3 variations of videos with 3 thumbnails and express delivery, which was 48 hours. And the videos they delivered were really, really good. A lot better than the guy on Fiverr. But at the same time, the guy on Fiverr was cheaper. So yeah, maybe I could find someone on Fiverr a little bit more expensive who would do the same job. I don't know. But either way, I spent altogether $174 on video ads. Next thing was Canva. Next one was Shopify. I spent 2 times $29 for Shopify. The reason I paid for Shopify 2 times, even though it has been only 1 month since I'm running this business, is because I've tried multiple stores and 2 of them actually went past the 14 days free trial. So I had to pay twice. And this was one of the mistakes I actually made. But I'll talk about this after this entire numbers review. Then I spent $30.90 on apps, Shopify apps, which was basically Ali reviews and then Aftership, right? Altogether that was almost $31. And very soon I'll spend a lot more because all the apps I'm using are running or getting to the end of the trial. Which basically probably means I'll have to pay more for apps. But for now, that's all I spent. Then I spent money for email, like custom email. And I created 2 different emails, and that was another mistake I've done because when I was trying to test products, when I first started, I didn't know whether I should go with niche store, one product store, a general store. So I had a lot of different domains purchased, and then I purchased emails for those domains. It was a mess. I just didn't know where to go. Now I do, and I'll talk about this in a second, but basically I ended up purchasing 2 custom emails, right? Now I'm using only 1, which costs me like $3.50 per month or something like that. So that's how much I've spent. Hopefully that makes sense. The next one is Instagram following. Now, when I first started, I basically had no social media. So I had to create one, and I wanted this social media account to look legitimate, right? So I purchased 1,000 followers from a website I found on Google. And in fact, it worked. 5 minutes later, I had 1,000 followers on Instagram. And now the page is running and it looks legitimate. So that worked well, I guess. product research tools. So I've spent $16 on Saturation Inspector, which is a Google Chrome extension that when you go to any product on AliExpress and you click Saturation Inspector, it shows you all the stores that are selling this same product, and then how saturated it is, right? Is it competitive, saturated, untapped, or whatever? But in all honesty, I will not spend any more money on it because I just don't see, it doesn't seem that accurate, to be honest with you. It shows you the entire list of apparently stores that are selling similar product, but when you check those stores, these are like non-functioning stores or stores that are like in Chinese, and it didn't give me any value. Just put it as simple as that. Then I've used 𝗶𝗶𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗃, which is basically a winning products tool that shows you all the winning products for the day. And 𝗵𝗃 does the same thing. That's just two different websites, two different services. So I've used both of them just to see which one is better. In all honesty, I don't know which one is better. The next thing, domains. I purchased 5 domains. That's another mistake I have made, because I have been building, like, when I was doing product research, I would find a product that I wasn't 100% sure about, but I was like, let's test it. I would purchase a domain, I would start building the entire store for it, and then midway, I would like get discouraged and like just leave the entire project. I would be like, nah, this product will not work, and I would move on to the next one. So I lost money and time on trying to build, store for this product, but then ended up not going with it. So that was huge time waster and money waster as well.
That's a lot of damage.
I'll talk about this later on, but overall I purchased 5 domains, costed me almost $71. Then product cost, so I did make some sales. I spent $295.03 on products, which was cool. I'll give you the entire breakdown in a second. The next thing was Vimeo. Vimeo is basically like YouTube. It allows you to upload videos and then embed them on your, in your store. So if you have a nice, video of the product, you can embed it. So when people land on your store, they can watch the video of the product and stuff like that. But in all honesty, I would not use that now. And that's why I marked it as orange. I would much rather use GIFs or GIFs or whatever you call them, because number one, it allows your store and the entire page to load a lot faster. Number two, it's free. And number three, people don't have to scroll down and tap play and whatever to watch the video, because GIFs or GIFs play automatically. So in my opinion, that's a lot better to use. So I'm not going to spend any more money on Vimeo. The next two are in red, because I did ask for a refund and I received refund for them, but I wanted to include them here just to give you a bit more the bigger picture of what happened. So I spent $294 on dropshipping course, which I've talked about in previous videos. But basically this course was outdated. It didn't provide me with a lot of value and benefits, to be honest with you. So I asked for my money back, and I did receive my money back with no problem. So I was super happy about that. And then 𝗖𝗄𝗄, basically 𝗖𝗄𝗄 is a tracking tool. It allows you to track your ads a lot more accurately. If you've ever run ads on Facebook, you know that Facebook is not very accurate. It can basically show you that you had 0 sales, but in reality you had 5 sales. Or it could show you that you had 1 sale coming from ad set number 1, but in reality, this ad set didn't give you any sales. It was completely different ad that gave you that sale. Like, Facebook is not very good at showing you how much sales you had and basically showing you which ads are really bringing you the sales. 𝗖𝗄𝗄, however, fixes that problem. It allows you to track your ads and results of your ads a lot more accurately. However, it is a good tool. I would use it in the future, but it was a mistake to start with it from the beginning, because when you're scaling and you're spending, let's say thousands of dollars a day, right? Or let's say, close to $1,000 a day, and you're really making tons of sales, you're scaling. Each sale, each money, each day costs you a lot of money. So it's super important that you know where all those sales are coming from, so that you can allocate most of the budget there and kill all the ads that are basically wasting your money. But when you're first starting, you're not getting, hundreds of sales a day. So you don't really need it, in my opinion. it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the money when you're first starting, because it is $350 almost per month, and that's the smallest package you can get. Later on, the more revenue you have, the more expensive it gets. So I did ask for my money back as well, and they did give me money back. So that was great as well. Now, the total expenses is $3,333. However, like I said, they did give me money back for the course and hyros. So in total, I've spent $2,690 in the last 30 days. So now let's take a look at the sales. How many sales I made? How much money in total was it? So when I was first starting, I was selling this car charger I was talking about in the previous videos. I managed to sell 11 units at $19.99 per unit, which basically gave me $219.89 in total sales, right? However, I've spent a lot more on ads to generate those sales. Then the next one was armrest for your car. It has a storage, and the storage has built-in wireless charger, so you can put your phone inside the storage and it basically acts like as a charger, as a storage and armrest. So it was really cool tool, or really cool product to sell. And in fact, I made 2 sales. One guy purchased 2 of them, and then one purchased only 1. Total sales was almost $300. And in all honesty, I think it could be a winning product, but I stopped selling it because I got scared. And here's the thing. When you're running your business, when you're starting to run this business and you have no experience, there's constant battle running in your head or going on in your head. You're consistently talk yourself over and getting in front of your own way, like you're stopping yourself from doing things. Let me explain what happened here. Most of the products I'm selling or sourcing are from CJ Dropshipping, which basically provides 7 to 15 days shipping time, right? So I'm super happy with that because I know my customers will get their products pretty fast. However, this product I found on AliExpress, and it had I think 60 days shipping time. And because people started paying me a lot of money, one guy paid me $200 for it. I kind of got scared that, this is a lot of money, and very soon he might realize that it takes 2 months to get the product that he spent $200 on. And I kind of panicked, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I stopped the ads. Now, I don't know if I did the right thing or not, especially that it was a Chinese New Year. So China was not dispatching, it was not basically sending out an orders. So this 60 days shipping time would extend for another 2 weeks. And that's why I panicked a little bit and I paused selling this. I stopped selling this product, but I might sell it again. I think it could work, but I have to look into it in more details. I know I spent definitely more money on ads than 300 that I made. However, I had 10 ad sets going on, right? I had 10 ad sets running, which basically means that, most ad sets didn't work. There was 2 ad sets that did work. So if I optimize those, I maybe could be profitable, but I need to look into it a little bit more. For now, I post the sales simply because I want to find a supplier that has shorter shipping time, and I wanted to wait for this entire Chinese New Year to finish. But this product is still on. I'm still keeping this product in mind. The next product I was selling was basically a toothbrush holder. This was a product that I found on 𝗵𝗄𝗃, the product research tool that I invested in. And it grabbed my attention because we have that problem at home. There's 5 of us, and there's a lot of toothbrushes around the sink. And every time you're trying to do something, you knock out all the toothbrushes, and it just creates mess, and you're just getting frustrated. And this is basically a toothbrush holder that you attach to your wall, and it's really cool looking thing to have in the bathroom. I would definitely buy it. I was waiting for the Chinese New Year to finish to order it for myself. So I decided to sell it. And in fact, when I was running this product, I ran it together with another product as an 𝗗𝗄𝗃, which was basically a toothpaste dispenser. So again, you attach it on your bathroom, and you don't have to squeeze the toothpaste manually. You can just put your toothbrush into the dispenser and it will give you the perfect amount of toothpaste that you need, basically. So after I released ads for this product, I did make, like literally a couple hours later, I made a sale, which there was someone who purchased 2 of those and took an 𝗗𝗄𝗃. So I had one sale, but this one sale resulted in $55, almost $56 in sales, but I only had to pay $12 for everything, for the products and shipment and everything. So it gave me a lot of profit. However, I was running the ads for this product for another 2 days and I didn't get any more sales. So I think this was just a lucky sale that I had. Now, I think that is it. That's all the products I've sold. Yep. So the total amount of money, the total sales I made was $5,750.83. So take it all together and I lost $2,114.23. That's how much money I lost in the last 30 days from trying to build a profitable dropshipping stores. However, my thing is, and my message for you is, do not get discouraged by this number, because in all honesty, I wasn't expecting to make any profit this month. And in fact, I wasn't expecting to make any sales this month. I thought this is going to be like a trial period where I'm just going to build tons of stores without any sales and things are not going to go well. But if you take a look at this, I had a guy who paid me $200, right? Because he purchased 2 of those armrests, $200, even though I was a brand new store with not much history and the shipping time for this product was huge. Yet he still paid me $200 for this product. And I had a lot of other sales, which basically tells me that people are willing to spend money online, even if you are a brand new store. So there's hope. It probably is going to work in the future. All I have to do now is to make sure that I find this right winning product, which is the toughest thing to do. Let me tell you. So listen, let's go to the next stage and I'll tell you exactly all the mistakes that I've done. Money. Who needs it? Anyway, let's take a look at all the mistakes that I have done in the last 30 days, the biggest takeaway, and what I'm going to do differently moving forward to increase my chances of succeeding in the following months. So listen, the biggest struggle that I had since I was starting was to figure out whether I should go with the niche store, one product store, or a general store. Now, I've done a lot of research on this and I found a lot of people with a lot of different opinions and they all claimed to be successful with different methods. So I figured that if there's so many people and each of them have different opinion and each of them succeeded in their own way, probably all of those ways are good ways to start. There's no one way better than the other. You just need to pick one, whatever suits you the best. So what I decided to do is to go with a general store at the end. And let me explain you why. I started this journey with one product store. I was selling this hula hoop fitness thing and I created the entire store based on this hula hoop product. Now, it took me a long time to create this store because I wanted to make sure that my stores are not just a regular average Shopify stores with Shopify themes and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that it's custom made store, that store that really stands out, that is better than all my competition store. So I put a lot of time and effort into building this store. And after finding out that this product is not winning product, I thought to myself that going and building similar store for each product that I want to test is going to really slow me down because I'm going to be only able to test one product every week and a half at the pace that I was doing it. And I didn't really like it. So then I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to move on to niche stores. Just so that I can test more products quicker, right? I can build one niche store, then the second niche store, and let's say have 3 or 4 niche stores. And whenever I found a product I'll decide which niche it belongs to and then put it into this niche store. So eventually after time I would have, 5, 6, 10 stores that are niche stores, and I can just pick which where I want to place the product I'm planning to test, and then basically just run ads and to this niche store. But after calculating, it would still take me a long time building multiple niche stores, because it's really time consuming. And at the same time, it would probably cost me a lot more money because I would end up with a lot of different stores. Yes, I don't have to keep them live and pay for them if I'm not using them. But, every time I want to reactivate the store, I have to pay the fee, right? So that just didn't sit with me very well. But the main point was that when I have a niche store and I'm making sales, like with this iCharger that I had, I made 11 sales, right? And this was niche stores, specifically only for cars, right? Or gadgets for cars. Now, it had its own URL, right? Its own domain. But after making 11 sales, I realized I'm not profitable and I didn't have any other car gadgets that I wanted to sell. So now I had to close this store down. However, what about people who purchased from this store? Now, if they want to come back and track their parcel or whatever, this store is not existing anymore. So if they go back to the URL of the store that they made the purchase from, they will see that this store is not existing, and it will definitely scare the hell out of them, right? Thinking that they got scammed, and they will ask for a refund, and probably most likely they would not even ask me for a refund because the store is not existing. They would probably straight away go to PayPal or their bank or whatever and cancel the payment, which would really affect me, right? Because if that would happen multiple times, then PayPal eventually would shut me down. And that, I couldn't figure out, why would I do that? So then I came to conclusion that probably general store is the best way to test a lot of products fast, because I can spend a lot of time creating this store, right? Because I only do it once, so I can really make sure that each detail of the store, the colors and everything is really beautiful, because I only do this once. The second thing is that this store will be live forever. For as long as I'm testing new products and I'm in the business, it's going to be live forever. So if people purchase from me, and even if I stop selling the product that they purchased because it will turn out not to be profitable, they will still be able to come back to the store, even though I'm not selling this product, and get in touch with me in case if there's any issues, or in case if they want to check track their package or whatever, right? So the store would be still be live. On the other hand, it will also help me to test a lot of products really fast, because now I don't have to build the entire store. Everything is already ready and connected to Facebook and everything else. All I have to do is just build a product page. And let me tell you, here's the thing. When I was building the niche stores or one product stores, it takes a lot of energy to build those stores. And then after you put all this effort and energy into building the store and you move on to building a page for this product, you're already pretty exhausted. So you can't do that good job in creating product page because you've already put so much mental energy into building the rest of the store, right? But now, because I have a general store, I can come in fresh and start by building a product page because everything is all done. So I can use all this energy I have into making sure that this product page, description and everything else and ads are to the top, top notch, are probably best quality I could ever make. And now this is moving me to the next point, and it is when testing products, what I used to do is, because I was creating all those different stores, I was end up with not a lot of energy. So the product pages and the ads I was running were not very good quality. And what happened was, usually on YouTube, when I'm listening to people who are succeeding, most people say, if you don't see that you're profitable with the product, or you don't have any ad sets that are profitable after spending $300 on the product, you should probably ditch it and move on to different product. And this is the mistake I have done. Because what I did was I would spend so much time and energy onto creating the store that I didn't have that much energy left into building a product page and ads. And I would put together ads, fast, probably not very good quality. I would run ads hoping it's going to work. I would spend $300, it wouldn't work, and I would be like thinking to myself, okay, now I'm going to move on to the next product because this isn't working. I had a good night's sleep, and then I'm thinking to myself, maybe I could do better job running, like creating ads and product page. So I would go back to the same product, rework the page, rework the ads, and I would spend another $300 on the same not working product because I doubted what I did on the beginning. But when I, for example, created ads yesterday in the general store for the products I'm testing right now, I had a lot more mental energy. I was a lot more focused, and I know that the ads I created right now and the product page I created is probably the best thing I could come up with. That's the best the best way I could do it. So if it's not gonna work, I will feel good about moving on to the next product. I will not doubt myself maybe I could do more on the product page. Maybe I could do more running ads. Do you see where I'm going with this? So this is why I think that general stores are going to help me to basically put a lot more efforts into running better ads and creating better product images, and allow me to move forward a lot faster. It's been a month and I only tested 4 products. This is 1 product a week. I should at least be able to test 2 products a week. So by now, instead of testing 4 products, I would test twice as much. I would have tested 8 products, doubling my chances on finding the winning product. And here's the punchline. If I find a product that is working and is selling, and it is selling in a general store, when I later on take this product and put it in one product store or niche store, it's going to do even better. So I'll know that if this product is selling in a general store, if I work on it, build entire brand surrounding this product, I'm going to make a lot more sales. And then I'll feel a lot more comfortable into maybe ordering bulk, stock in bulk to my house, shipping it myself to have quicker shippings, to basically cut the cost down and everything else. Because I'll know that if this was selling in a general store, when I brand this thing, it's going to sell even better, right? And that's why I think that starting with a general store is probably the best thing to do. Now, last thing, that if you're new, you might not know about that. I didn't know about that, and this is, I found out about this when I was selling this armrest for cars that I told you about. And it is that when you see prices on AliExpress, they are not the prices you're actually going to pay for the product. So when I was selling this armrest, I sold 3 units, and on my calculations, I was supposed to pay about $30 per unit, which would make me $60 in profit, right? Taking away the ads, what I would spend on ads. However, that's not the case, because on AliExpress, when you proceed to make a purchase, they add tax, and I think it's about 20% of tax, depending to which country you're shipping to, which immediately increased the price for the product. And for some reason, the shipping was not accurate, or I didn't check something accurately. I don't know, but I ended up with paying a lot more for the products than I was expecting to. And that was kind of the reason why I stopped selling this armrest, because not only the shipping time and the Chinese New Year, but that also pushed me away from AliExpress a little bit. I think I prefer to stick to CJ Dropshipping because it just seems so much better service in my opinion. And the last thing, if I can give you a piece of advice, is that when you're running Facebook ads, you have your Facebook account, you have your business manager ads account and everything else, you're running ads, great, but make sure that you create or at least have one more Facebook account as a backup. Now, I'm not talking about business manager and stuff like that, but an actual personal Facebook account as a backup. Whether you can use your partner's Facebook account, your brothers, sisters, or parents, or whatever, make sure that you have one. Or if you have to create one, then create one more for yourself. Now, I do realize that it's against Facebook rules to have 2 Facebook accounts for the same person, for yourself, but I had that for years and I never had any issues. And right now I have one Facebook account that I'm running ads from, but I also have one more Facebook account that I opened with different email that, you know, I use every now and then, adding some friends that, you know, people that I don't know, but I'm just like interacting with this every now and then to keep it warmed up as a backup. So if I get this account, the main account, shut down, I don't have to be like, what to do now and building everything from scratch. I already have a backup plan ready. Now, you have to warm up your second profile as well, your second Facebook profile. What do I mean by that? Well, when I created this second profile, I made sure that I created a Facebook fan page, like pretended Facebook fan page for myself. Then I made sure that I started running ads, like just a simple like campaign. I spent, I think, maybe $10 or $20 on this campaign to get some likes on this page, just so Facebook could see that I'm running ads and they can charge me for the ads and I'm paying for the ads and basically just seem like a real person, right? Because if you create a new account and you jump in and you immediately start selling or buying ads for hundreds of dollars, it will flag you immediately. So you need to slowly warm up your account, right? So that's why I created a second account. I warmed it up. I created a Facebook page, created business manager, started running ads for like $5, $10 a day. I didn't spend a lot and started interacting a little bit with that account. So it now sits there, right? It looks like a legitimate account. If for any reason I get banned on my main one, I have a backup plan. I don't have to worry. So that is one piece of advice that I would give you, because here's the thing. It's the worst thing, in my opinion, as I can imagine, you know, when you're going through all that stuff, you're building all those stores, nothing is working, and then you find that working product, you're finally starting making money, and suddenly Facebook shuts you down and you can't move forward. That must be the most frustrating thing in the world. So I want to make sure that when that happens to me, I don't have to worry because I can move on to this next thing. So that's basically it for this video. So like a quick summary, what I'm going to do next is to make sure that I'll try to test 2 products per day using my general store that I recently built. 2 products per week, not per day. And just make sure that, you know, I'm moving forward fast instead of continuously going back and forth. The number one thing that I need to spend more time learning about is product research, because this is taking the most energy out of me. It's tiring me and it's stressing me out. I can never decide what product to go with because I'm scared that I'm going to lose money and time if I pick the wrong choice. However, this general store, I think, is going to make it easier for me, because now I'll know I don't have to create the entire store for this product. I can just create a product page which takes a lot shorter time, and in case if it's not going to work, I can move on that much faster. So let's see what's going to happen in the following weeks. I'll keep you updated, but for now, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video if you liked it. Please comment your thoughts down below. If you have some advice for me, maybe you're way ahead from me and you have some advice, I would be more than happy to take it from you. But make sure to subscribe if you want to find out where this journey is going to take me. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.